Now, there is something special taking place in Denver, Colorado. You know, since 2016, when the kid from Kentucky got drafted to Denver with the number 7 overall pick, a lot of people, including myself, we had this expectation that the Denver Nuggets were getting a sharp-shooting, great two-guard. That if you look at the way he played as a freshman at Kentucky, he was the first freshman to average 20 points a game, especially as a guard. He was dominant. He comes into Denver. We go through many years of development, injuries, you name it. And Jamal Murray has an incredible title run. He's known as a playoff riser. He's known as a guy that when the moment shines brightest, he gets better. But everybody's been waiting. When is the all-NBA run going to happen? And my friends, I would dare say that that year is this year. Jamal Murray has been incredible. Congratulations to the Western Conference Player of the Week, Jamal Murray. This is Swiper, and this is going to be an incredible episode.
You are Locked On Nuggets, your daily Denver Nuggets podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Locked On Nuggets. This is your daily Denver Nuggets podcast. I'm your host, Swiper. Hope you're having a great day so far, y'all. This has been already an incredible start to the week. As Matt and Ryan, as they introduce to you all, we are launching the Everydayer Club. So if you never miss an episode, it is time to make it official. Join the Locked On Everydayer Club and get ad-free audio, access to members-only Discord, and more. Matt, Ryan, and I, we're going to have great exclusive content for you. So make sure you tap in the description. You can join the Everydayers Club in our community. Just go find it at lockedonpodcast.com/everydayerclub, and you can find the Locked On Denver Nuggets tab, and you can go ahead and join up. This is going to be a great addition to the show. But I'm telling y'all right now, man, that the reason why you're going to want to join the Everydayers Club is because we're going to be putting more content about players like Jamal Murray. We're going to be talking about very specific things about Jamal Murray. And why is that so important? Because literally for years, we have been wondering, when is Jamal Murray going to be able to step into his fullest potential? Now, here's the thing. Jamal had incredible moments with the Denver Nuggets. He's one of the best players that's ever touched the franchise. He's one of the best scorers, passers, playmakers, three-point shooters, you name it. He's made big play after big play after big play for this organization, but yet Jamal Murray has officially made history. He's officially made history as of this week. The NBA, it announces Jamal Murray is officially the Western Conference Player of the Week. He averaged 29.8 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 7.5 assists per game, and the Nuggets went 3-1 over that stretch as well. Y'all, Jamal Murray is having an incredible season. And this, by the way, the Player of the Week award, it includes the fact that Jamal Murray went down in the Dallas Mavericks game, and that brought his averages down over the last week. But y'all, this season, it cannot be understated. Jamal Murray's averaging 25 points per game, 6.8 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 1.1 steals. He's shooting 51% from the field, 44.7% from three on 7 attempts a game, and 89.8% from the free throw line. That's a 63.5 true shooting. 63.5. And when you look at how he is getting to the bucket this year, the mid-range shooting, the pace, the control, he has been one of the best players in the NBA this season. He's doing anything and everything that you ask. He's been great as a pick and roll ball handler this year. He's been great in transition this season. He's been really good coming off those DHO looks. His isolation numbers are very good this year. Like, the only thing that's not like doing super great yet is the spot up shooting. That is still something that's going to continue to get better and better. He's been good off of cuts. Like, Jamal has been balling. And one of the greatest parts about Jamal's season this year is that he has taken accountability for his talent level. And when I say taking accountability for his talent level, he is in a place right now where he is confidently taking over games. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. He is constantly making the right decisions with the basketball. And one of the things that you love to have when you have a guard like Jamal Murray is that when you're in situations where you just need to get off to a hot start, you need to really take command of the game with over-the-top shot making, with the ability to get around defenders, and especially if you're navigating a pick and roll, to get a defender on your hip, on your backside, as you do the Steve Nash dribble through the lane to open up opportunities for Jokic or Cam Johnson, Peyton Watson, or for Tim Hardaway Jr. Again, y'all, the Nuggets, they're without Aaron Gordon this year. They're without for 6 weeks. They're without Christian Brown for 6 weeks. So they have literally had to manufacture so much of their offense without these two pivotal players in their roster. Jamal Murray's been carrying the load. Like, I honestly can't say enough about just how great he's been for this team. And it's honestly the impact that he's making with everybody else kind of having to work around a lot of new pieces with Jonas Valanciunas and Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown coming back. And then also to have Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown out, he's had to step into the role, y'all. 9 games this year he's been without Aaron Gordon. 9. He's played 9 games without AG. He's averaging 28 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds in those games. He's shooting 55% from the field, 56% from 3, and 85% from the line. And in 9 games, Aaron Gordon has not been present. And one of the reasons that's so important is because AG, you saw on the 50 ball that he put up versus the Golden State Warriors, you need players that can take over moments in the game and that create opportunities for you and for your teammates and for other people. And y'all, the Charlotte Hornets game last night was spectacular because if you listen to the Charlotte Hornet broadcast, they were losing their mind. I mean, because Jamal was just doing anything and everything that he wanted. And so they were just flummoxed with the shot making that he had, his ability to be able to, again, pull up, pick and roll. If you play too far off on the empty side, pick and roll, and you're dropping, he's able to hit that mini. If you get too close, he gets you to the rim, makes the layup. And if you're not navigating the screen correctly and you're too far off and you leave a gap for him to step back or sidestep, he's hitting the 3 on you. It's just everything. And I think the best thing for me about Jamal, that when he's playing at this level, is the handles. Jamal is not given credit for just how good of a ball handler that he is in the NBA. Like, when you examine a guard, you want your guards to be big, you want them to be physical, you want them to be shot makers, but you want them to be able to dribble the basketball, to navigate pressure if you're getting full court pressure, to be able to deal with double teams and getting blitzed. And if you're crashing into the paint, people are going to be very handsy with the ball. And one of the other things that Jamal Murray's done a really good job at, if you create too much contact, he's able to take advantage of that. I think Con Knuppel got switched on him yesterday, and he got an and one on Con Knuppel. Con was just, you're playing too aggressive. You're too attached to my hip. You're too close. I'm going to get the bump, and I'm going to finish over the top of you. And then if you put a smaller guard on him, like you saw yesterday, he's able to get to that post spot, and he can turn over either shoulder to get an efficient look, either on the left side of the free throw line or on the right side of the free throw line or just below in that like 10 to 12, 15-foot mid-range area. That space for Jamal has been crazy. And I completely agree. Watching Jamal use hesitations in the paint to freeze defenders and getting easy floaters and layup is peak basketball. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful watch. And when you watch the fact that he's able to just control the pace of the game and control where the defense is going to be on the floor, that just opens it up for Jokic. Because now Jokic is just sitting here, okay, I'm a 45% above the break three-point shooter. Boom, I'm here. Jokic, I'm shooting 7% on floaters this year. Boom, I'm here. And then you get around those screens. That two-man game for me is pure synergy. And that is why they're the best two-man game in basketball, because they play off of each other so well. But y'all, it's not just the with Jokic stuff with Jamal and why this year is so important, but I got more for you on the other side for why Jamal's leap this year means so much for this team, especially when times it's going to matter the most. We'll talk about all that and more here at Locked On Nuggets. Now, NFL Sundays move fast. One big play and suddenly everything feels different. That's what makes live betting with FanDuel so exciting. You're not just watching the game, you're reacting to it in real time. With FanDuel, you can place bets as the action unfolds. Every drive, every momentum swing, every highlight moment. Now, live betting is best when the game starts to shift, a receiver gets hot, a defense tightens up, or the momentum flips after a turnover. FanDuel lets you jump into the moment. Live spreads and money lines adjust instantly. Player props update as guys heat up. You can bet the next touchdown score, drive results, total, and more. It keeps you locked in to every snap, every drive, every possibility. So if you want to be right in the middle of the action this season, visit FanDuel.com and place your NFL live bets all season long. FanDuel, the game moves fast, so can you. We'll be back for segment 2 here at Locked On Nuggets. We're back here at Locked On Nuggets. This is your host, Swiper. Thank y'all so much for being here with us every day. Make sure you join the Everydayer Club. In the comments section, you can find the link to the Everydayer Club. Find Locked On Nuggets. Join all the great communities we're about to be building, and also all the content you can expect that's going to happen over the next few weeks. Also, if you're watching this on the YouTube side, give us a like, share, and subscribe as we're continuing to build this community. We're getting to 15,000 subscribers on the YouTube side. And if you're listening to this on Apple iTunes and Spotify, give us a 5-star review. That way more and more people can listen to the great content being made here at Locked On Nuggets with Ryan, Matt, and Swiper. So, y'all, here is the great news. You've been getting the good news. Here's the great news. Did you know that this season, that when you stagger Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, that the Nuggets, with both of them on the floor this year, the Nuggets are a plus 15.1. Did you know that this season, that the Nuggets, with Jamal Murray on the floor and no Nikola Jokic, they're a plus 6.7. Were you aware that this was the truth? Were you aware that this was the reality? Now, here's the thing. In previous years, you never would have saw this. Previous years, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to have these kind of lineups. In previous years, you couldn't have dreamed for this. Last year, Jamal Murray, no Jokic, minus 2.5. Not great. Minus 2.5 net rating without Jokic. 2024, minus 14.3 without Jokic. That's interesting. 2023, let's go 3 years ago. Jamal Murray, no Jokic, minus 6.2. But here's the thing. Now go up to 2026 just to see where exactly everything lies and how good this team has been. The Nuggets are a plus 6.7. 6.7 with Jamal Murray without Jokic this season. That is incredible, you all. Incredible. This, to me, is like the game changer. It is the ultimate game changer for this season. Because the way things are currently constructed, the Nuggets are just in a place now where they are able to stagger Murray with Valanciunas, Murray with Valanciunas and Cam Johnson, Murray and Valanciunas and Tim Hardaway Jr., Murray with Brown or Gordon when they come back. All of that stuff truly helps this team to be able to find stabilizing minutes without it. And again, in the comment section, FU 2006, Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce, Tim Hardaway Jr., they help it, of course. Of course. But this year, did you know Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, they have a plus 15.1 net rating. Plus 15.1. Now, Jokic, as of the last few days, this is shifted. Listen to this. Jokic without Jamal, only a plus 5.9. Now, the offense is elite, but the defense, it gets worse. Murray without Jokic, plus 6.7. Now the offense gets worse, the defense gets a little better. But also the other story this year too is that in 72 minutes without Jokic or Murray, the Nuggets are a plus 11.8 as well. So again, this goes to the importance of having talent on your roster, to having multiple looks that you can put out there on the floor. It all makes a difference in how the team is constructed and how they're performing together. Right now, the new starting lineup with Jamal Murray, Cam Johnson, Peyton Watson, Spencer Jones, Nikola Jokic, that's the second most played lineup for the Nuggets this year. They're a plus 20.4 net rating this season. They got a 119.8 defensive rating, which is horrible, but they have a 140.2 offensive rating. They're going crazy. Now, the Nuggets this year, their defense is obviously taking a hit. But they were really good. They had their injuries, and then they hit that December mark they hit every year, and then the defense stopped being good. But I do think once everybody gets back, it's going to go back up to being good like it was. But what we're seeing now is there is a sustaining level of offense they're creating that is contingent on multiple things happening all at once. And a lot of this is Murray, his ability to anchor the offense with its on-ball playmaking and on-ball scoring made a tremendous difference. Murray with Jokic having the best offensive player in the league maybe ever in the post position, but then being able to play off of that and Jokic being able to benefit from having Jamal Murray on the floor, it's truly made this team another level where guarding them has become impossible. And the thing that I think that has most pointed out to me so far is that when you watch the Denver Nuggets play this year, it doesn't matter who they play against. Their offense has been elite versus every iteration of team that they've seen so far. Every iteration. Now, when they run into OKC, which is an all-time great defense, which is maybe the best defense ever, they're going to have to be able to reach a certain level on consistency. But on a day in, day out, run it up, Tuesday game, Thursday game, they're bringing the best offense that the league has ever seen to the table when Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are on the floor. So I love that they've been able to really find a way with all these things. I love that they've been able to commit to working in new players into the rotation and into the lineup. And again, the adding of Tim Hardaway Jr., it cannot be overstated. Having another floor spacer on the floor has made a difference for Jokic, for Murray. I think Cam Johnson, his intelligence has helped this team to be able to find a new level that they need to get to and play at. So what's happened is ever since Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown have gone out, they really have just committed to playing as high level as offense as possible. Let's get the best looks that we can. We're going to get stops periodically, but we're just going to score with easy. Yeah, and even Charlotte yesterday, they started blitzing Jamal because at some point in time, it just became like, we just can't do this anymore. Like, we're going to have to send help at Jamal and at Jokic. But now, again, I want y'all to start doing the math here. Like, if Jamal is able to maintain in this level and continue to get better, because like I said, this season, he's at 25, 4, and 7 on really good efficiency. But if you just look at kind of the last stretch of games here, last 14 games of the year, Jamal Murray's at 26.4 points, 7.4 assists, but he's shooting 52% from the field, 49 from 3 on 7.7 attempts a game, and 86 at the free throw line. Like, it's ridiculous. So if you just continue to allow for the offense to cook and play at an all-time great level, and then you bring pockets of defense to the game, that's been their formula. That's how they beat the Atlanta Hawks. That's how they beat the Charlotte Hornets. And Jamal's ability now at this point just to be able to dictate pace and terms to the defense has just been incredible. Like, even just this week alone, like I said, Jamal, he only had 10 points and 9 assists in the first game versus the Mavericks, went out with 26 minutes, but he had 52 points versus the Pacers on 76% from the field, 23 points and 12 assists versus the Atlanta Hawks, 50% from the field. And then you get 34 points in 35 minutes versus Charlotte. It's just unreal, man. Like, I truly believe that if he continues to take these steps forward in confidence and, Lord willing, stays healthy, I mean, we could be looking at like an all-NBA season from Jamal Murray. And I know Nuggets fans want that. They want to see Jamal make that game. They want to see Jamal make the All-Star game. They want to see Jamal become just the best version of himself that he can be. We would love to see him become an All-NBA player. But, man, it's just so dope to me to watch how he has continued to get better and better every single year. And he's come into this season like so ready to rock, so ready to go. It's been amazing. On the other side, the Nuggets have won 10 straight road games. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for their confidence for the rest of the season. And it's a big deal because if they have to be a road warrior team this year, then you can need all the confidence that you can get. We'll talk about all that in the final segment here at Locked On Nuggets. You know, there's no reason to let big wireless drain your wallet, especially during the holidays. Right now, Mint Mobile is running their best deal of the year. All of their unlimited plans are 50% off. That means you can lock in 3, 6, or even 12 months of unlimited premium wireless for just $15 a month. It's the easiest way to take your overpriced phone bill and give it the full Scrooge treatment. And what makes this even better is how simple Mint makes the switch. No contracts, no nonsense, just real savings and real quality service. Now, switching to Mint lets you keep your same coverage at a lower price. Its setup takes just a few minutes. You can bring your own phone and number without any issues. The service is fast, super reliable, and even on the go. It feels good knowing that. It feels good knowing you're overpaying just to stay connected. No, you hate it. So turn your expensive wireless present into a huge wireless saving future by switching to Mint. Shop Mint Unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/LockedOnNBA. That's mintmobile.com/LockedOnNBA. Limited time offer, upfront payment, $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees, initial plan term only. Less than 35 gigabytes may slow. More than 35 gigabytes may slow when the network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com. We'll be back for the final segment here at Locked On Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, they are back in the winning column after a great win versus the Charlotte Hornets last night. This is your host, Swiper Man. Remember, we are dropping the brand new Everydayers Club. Check the comments section. Click on the link. Find Locked On Nuggets and join the great content we're going to be making for you here at Locked On Nuggets, you all. So we've been talking about Jamal Murray, who's been just playing incredible this season. Talking about him winning NBA Player of the Week. Talking about all the great play that he's had. How much of a difference it's made for this year. I brought up the numbers backing it up. The Nuggets with Jamal Murray on the floor and Jokic off, they're cooking. They're absolutely cooking. They're playing super well. They look like a dominant team. They look like a great team. They're doing things that, I don't know, a lot of people may not have thought they'd be able to do without Aaron Gordon and without Christian Brown. But for me, like I said, that speaks to Jamal this year. The Nuggets this year are 13.1 points better with Jamal Murray this season. 13.1. They got a 128.7 offensive rating. I'm looking at Undoubted Baller with Jamal Murray. Just unbelievable. He's already played 705 minutes. He's looking like every bit of an all-star, every bit of possible all-NBA player. Just absolutely amazing performance from Jamal Murray. So the Nuggets are on a 10-game road win streak, y'all. That is huge. That is huge. Y'all, the NBA record is 16 straight road wins. 16 straight road wins. So I don't want to put the cart before the horse. Not at all. But I do think this is something. This is something. The Nuggets have Sacramento on the road on Thursday, which they should be able to get that victory, especially given how last game went. They have 4 straight home games from the 15th to the 22nd, so they'll be at home for a full week. They got Dallas on the 23rd in Dallas. They got Minnesota back in Denver on Christmas, which will be the 3rd Minnesota game of the year. And then they go on a 7-game road trip to Orlando, Miami, Toronto, Cleveland, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and Boston. Now, that's quite the road trip. Now, the NBA, obviously, when they put all these dates together, oh, Cleveland, they were number one seed. They were 64 games last year. That's going to be a great game on a Sunday. And then, oh, hey, Joel Embiid, Philadelphia. That's going to be an 8:30 game on Peacock. Surely Joel Embiid, he'll be back. He'll be ready. Well, obviously, he's not 100% right now. You got the Brooklyn. You got the Michael Porter Jr. reunion is going to be in Brooklyn. You got Boston, who's sneakily been very good this year. They're currently the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. You got it, and then you got Atlanta again back home, and then you got Milwaukee again back home. So the thing is, this is what I will say. The Nuggets schedule, man, there are a lot of away games on the schedule so far, and they got a lot more coming up soon. So they played, just in the last few games, the Nuggets have played, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and then we got 8, 9, 10. So the Nuggets have played 7 away games, I think. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away games since the 19th of November. That's incredible, y'all. That's a lot of away games. So their schedule right now is loaded with away games. Then from December 27th to January 7th, they're on the road again. And then they got the January 22nd to January 25th, 3-game road trip. And they got February 3rd to February 7th, 3-game road trip. They got February 19th to February 22nd, 3-game road trip. But here's the thing. When you start getting into like March, April, home games are loaded home games. So I want people to kind of get an understanding. There is a place right now where Jamal Murray, with him playing as well as he is, Jokic, who I think is having another career season, best player in the world, best performance of anybody this season, and then they're doing this without Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown. Again, Lord willing, they get everybody back. They're getting rid of such a huge, difficult part of their schedule early, just simply by the fact that they're on the road so often and they're winning those games at such a high rate. They lost 4 straight home games, but again, some of that is just going to be simple as this. They just got to be able to focus in and close games out. Close them out. I believe 21 of the first 23 games this year, the Nuggets have had a lead of 12 or more in 21 of 23. Like, they're obviously able to get these leads. They're obviously able to really establish chokeholds at some point in time in the game, but something happens to where their defense slips, their offense gets lazy, or they start turning the ball over, and that kind of flips momentum. You know, Cody 3457 said Denver is going to hit 40 wins before they hit 13 losses. But now that's a lot. Can they do it? There's a world, y'all, where they do. But I'm telling y'all right now, man, the Western Conference is so weird. You got OKC. They've lost 1 game so far to start the year off. 1. OKC is currently 23-1. Then you got the Denver Nuggets at 17-6. You got the Lakers at 17-6. And then you got the Houston Rockets at 15-6. The Spurs at 15-7. And then you got Minnesota at 15-8. So there's a reality where 4 of the teams that we're talking about, they're all 40-plus wins, less than 20 loss teams. That's the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Rockets, and the Thunder. So there's like a tier. There's like a tier in where these teams are right now, and a lot of it is like their offense is carrying them for most of them. Now, for the OKC Thunder, it's been their defense that's been carrying them. Like, they're just outrageously good. And obviously, even yesterday without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they beat the Utah Jazz by 30. I mean, it's just like there are so many good teams that I think are going to stat regular season wins, and I think that the Nuggets are started. They're again, y'all, if you didn't know, the Nuggets have started off with the best record through the first 23 games in franchise history. They're 17-6. 17-6. So if I do that and just kind of put their record out there for what they're projected to do right now, you all. So they have a 73.9 win percentage. If you just look at what that would be over the course of a full NBA season, the Nuggets are on pace to win 61 games. They're on pace to win 61 games this year. 61. And let me look at this. So without Aaron Gordon this year, The Denver Nuggets are 7-3. They won 70% of the game without Aaron Gordon, which again is ridiculous. But that just goes to show you, like, they're doing all the stuff they're doing without AG being there. They're clear third best player. Clearly their third best player to start the year off. They're currently 8-4 without Christian Brown. So they're finding ways. Now, again, Spencer Jones and Tim Hardaway Jr., they're doing a lot of heavy lifting for why those two players are not having as negative of an effect. Oh, Christian Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Peyton Watson. Those three players have taken up a lot of the responsibility. Spencer Jones with the defense, Peyton Watson with the defense, the rebounding, and the offensive stuff, and then obviously Tim Hardaway Jr. rebounding, but also with the shooting and just everything he does as an offensive threat. So this is what I'm telling y'all, man. The Nuggets they just got to hold on to the fort. They just got to hold down the fort for a little bit longer, because once they get those reinforcements, remember how they started off 10-2? You're going to start seeing a lot of win profiles that are like the Nuggets are 10-2 in their last 12. They're 15-3 in their last 18 games. Like, you're going to start seeing a lot of that kind of stuff. But again, it's just about now focusing on what you can control, making sure you do everything that you need to do to help win these games, and then you just keep moving, y'all. But Jamal Murray, I think he's having an all-star season, damn near all-NBA year, y'all. This is a special year from a special player. The Nuggets, man, they're cooking. They're winning. They look great. Let's see if they can continue to keep up their winning way. Y'all, this is Swiper. This is Locked On Nuggets. Y'all know what time it is. I will see you on the other side.